Picture this, an app that works on any device you own, whether you're online or off, and you never ever have to go to an app store to get it. Sounds kind of like magic, right? Well, that's the incredible promise of progressive web apps. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see how they're completely changing the game.
I mean, this is the dream for any developer, isn't it? Just build one thing, one single code base that runs perfectly everywhere. For a long time, that's all it was, a dream. But it's not a fantasy anymore. Folks like Beth and Patrick from Microsoft are showing how this is very much a reality. So, how does it work?
Well, the answer is a technology that's been quietly sparking a revolution in how we even think about apps. They're called progressive web apps, or PWAs for short. So let's do this. We're going to unpack what makes these things tick, look at some of the really cool things they can do, and figure out why they might just be the future of how we all use the web. All right, so first things first. What in the world is a PWA? Let's break it down into simple terms. The best way to think about it is like a chameleon. At its heart, it's built with the same stuff as any website, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but it's designed to perfectly mimic the experience of a native app on your phone, right down to having an icon on your home screen and sending you notifications. The name itself kind of gives the whole secret away. The W is for web. That's its foundation. It's a website. But the P for progressive, that's where the real magic is. See, a PWA isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It actually adapts itself. If you're on a powerful desktop, it might unlock extra features. But if you're on a basic phone with a shaky connection, it still delivers a solid, fast experience. It progressively gets better. Okay, let's talk about one of the most annoying moments of modern life and how PWAs have this incredibly cool solution for it. Oh, we have all been there. You're on the subway, you go into a tunnel, the connection drops, and that website you were just using is gone. You're just staring at that little offline dinosaur, and it feels like you've just hit a digital brick wall. So frustrating. But now, imagine if that website didn't just die. What if it just kept working? You could keep browsing pages you already looked at, read articles you'd opened, maybe even type out a reply to send the second you're back online. That's exactly what a PWA does. So how does it pull off this magic trick? Well, the hero of the story is a clever bit of code called a service worker. You can kind of think of it as the app's own little brain. It runs in the background and smartly saves or caches all the important stuff. So when your internet connection disappears, the service worker just steps in and serves up that saved content. The experience never stops. Okay, so it works offline, which is awesome, but I know what you might be thinking. At the end of the day, it's still just a website, right? I mean, how powerful can it really be? And for a long, long time, that was the biggest argument for native apps. They had this exclusive key to your device's hardware. Websites were stuck on the outside looking in. They couldn't really play with things like your phone's Bluetooth or file system. Well, you can throw that idea out the window. The game has totally changed. Today's PWAs can connect to your Bluetooth speakers, they can read data from a USB stick, access files on your computer, and even put those little red notification dots on the app icon. The line between what a website can do and what an app can do is getting blurrier every single day. And all of this leads to what might just be the most revolutionary part of PWAs, especially for us, the users, just getting the app in the first place. Patrick from Microsoft has a great name for this. He calls it the no-strings-attached experience. And just think about it. How many times have you decided not to try a new app because you just couldn't be bothered to go to the App Store, wait for it to download, install it, sign up? It's a huge commitment just to try something. PWAs just get rid of all that friction. You click a link, and boom, the app just opens, fully functional, right in your browser. You can use it right away, and if you decide you actually like it and want to keep it around, it's just one tap to add it to your home screen right next to all your other apps. It's totally effortless.
So when you put all of this together, what does it really mean? Well, it's a pretty fundamental shift in how we build and use software.
For developers, it's the dream we talked about. Write your code once, and it actually works everywhere. And for businesses, this is huge. Starbucks, for example, saw their online orders double, mostly from desktop users, after they launched their PWA. And Twitter Lite became this massive success, letting them reach tons of people without requiring a big download or a lot of data. It's a win. So PWAs aren't just a new kind of technology. They're really a whole new philosophy for the web, one that's more open, more accessible, and way more user-friendly. It's almost like a return to the web's original promise of being for everyone, everywhere. So the question isn't really what can the web do anymore, it's what will we build with it next?